Good morning, YouTubers. Today is March 15, 2019, and my name is Leela Wyford, and I like to go on a journey with y'all through my life. It started December 10th, 1987. I was born to Stanley Wyford and Betty Ezell. Shortly after my arrival on this beautiful earth, my mother was murdered. March 16th, 1988. But I'll get to that on a later video. My grandmother came up here from Hampton, Virginia to come and get me from Baltimore, Maryland. Me and my brother Bryant. And I also had an older brother named John as well. And he was already living with my grandmother because my mom had him at an early age, like 15. Well, anyways, throughout my life, I lived with several family members, and during that time, they've either gotten sick or died or has been incarcerated. You know, every family goes through trials and tribulations, and I want to share mine with the world. I want anyone that can benefit from my stories and from my heartaches and my cries and, you know, even my happy days. You know, if anyone out there listening can benefit from any of this, this is who it's meant for. And if anybody got any advice to give to me, drop it down in the comments, and I appreciate it, and I plan on reviewing it and, you know, doing the damn thing. I want to make this channel as live and as real as possible, because life ain't no joke. Life is real. The shit that I've been going through lately is real. Ain't no joke. Since birth, obviously. My mother died when I was 3 months old. Alright? I'm trying to be, you know, professional about it, but I want y'all to see who I am too. I'm a good person, you know? Anyway, so my grandmother came up here and got me and my brother and took us down to Virginia. Well, during that time, I was around 5 years old, and my grandmother got sick with lung cancer. She was a heavy smoker, and she ended up passing away. And during that time, my oldest brother, he got into some trouble, which I'll explain in another video. And he ended up going to jail for a long time. So leaves me and my brother. I'm 5, he's about 7. Me and my brother are 2 years apart. Well, anyways, so we move in with my aunt and uncle, and some fuckery starts happening there too, guys. I'm talking about molesting, motherfuckers not giving a fuck, but we'll get on to that in another video as well. I mean, that's not the point of these videos. The point of these videos is what's happening now. I'm 31 and I'm making these videos about what's going on now. Anyways, so I'm roughly 5 years old, and it's not working out there. So we move in with my grandmother's sister. She's looking forward to adopting us. She never had kids, me and my brother. When I say us, I mean me and my brother. Me and my brother have been through a lot together, and most of the time they kept us together because we're siblings. Well, anyways, so we move in with my aunt, and it's fantastic. You know, first time getting my own room. You know, it's just great. It's good living there. And unfortunately, my aunt was sick, which I'll get into another video, but she ended up passing away. And I ended up going through my whole family until I was 12 years old. And I went into foster care, and actually a year before I went into foster care, my brother went into foster care. So, you know, a social worker had already came out to a house that we were staying at and already took him. And actually the same social worker that took him came and snagged me too. So it's just crazy how that happens. And we'll mention more about her later on in my story as well, and it's crazy. Well, anyways, so I move in with my first foster family, and I think that things are going well. But obviously, I'm a little bit set on my ways, you know, as you can tell. Got tattoos on my neck. I probably was rebellious at one point in time, and I did have an attitude. But since then, you grow, you mature, and you take things for what they are. Seriously, you'll find that out in life. Everybody will. You know, I wish I knew things a lot sooner than what I did, but it is what it is, you know? Take life with a grain of salt, you know? You'll figure it out. Well, anyways, so I move in with my first foster home. I think things are going well, but obviously it's not. You know, personalities are starting to clash. My foster family pulls me aside one day and lets me know that they have put in a request that I go to another foster family. I'm hurt at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done moves several times, done witnessed half of my family members pass away, and I'm just like over it. One day I came in from a bad day at school, and my foster brother had did some crazy shit, which I'll get into at another video. But I ended up getting locked up. You know, I was 13, and I ended up getting locked up for that and going to juvenile intake for a little bit. And, excuse me, y'all. I'm not making another video, so excuse me. So I was requested to leave that home, you know, after I choked them out. Of course, they ain't letting you come back. So I went to juvenile intake for 30 days. They told me that I got to stay there until they can find me another placement. You know, do the crime, pay it, baby. You got to pay it, but some motherfuckers get off. But anyways, I'll get to that at another video as well. So moving on from there, I went to another foster home, and actually I fell in love with this woman. This woman fell in love with me, and I'll get into that at a later video. So let's speed things up a little bit. Chugga, 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 chugga. So I'm 18 now, and believe me, honey, I got trials and tribulations to let y'all know about from 13 to 18. Believe me, tons of shit that I'm going to share with y'all later on in my other videos. Well, anyways, so I'm 18 now, thinking I'm grown. Nah. Anyways, I really wanted kids since I was young. You know, since my cousin had her first baby, I loved him. He was gorgeous to me. I wanted a family. I wanted to be the mother. I wanted to do everything that I was neglected as a child, to be honest with you. I wanted to start off a family, and I wanted things quick, and I won't try to listen to nobody about it. Well, anyways, I ended up having 3 kids with one guy, and I was with him since middle school, but on and off. We had a fucking fucked up relationship, which I'll get onto that at another video. And then he broke my heart. Not only that, he was actually supposed to do some jail time here, but he was being a little bitch and fled and moved to California, which I'll get into that at another fucking video. Nobody forgot about that shit, motherfucker, in case you watching. Sorry, guys. Take me out of my character. Bring it back, bitch. Bring it back. Anyway, so, yeah, so that's that. And then after him, I had another child by another childhood friend, and that shit is fucking reckless. That shit's crazy, which I'll get into that at another video as well, because I mean, we can't get over all the topics today, guys, because we will be here all fucking day. No lie. It's either you love me or you hate me. I mean, that's what it is. There's no in between of, oh, I fuck with Leela, or oh, no, I don't fuck with Leela. No sometimey ass shit. Either you love me or you hate me. And that's fucking fine with me, because most of the time I can't stand no fake ass motherfucker. Just saying that for starters. Anyway, so after Sebastian, things in life started to get a little bit rocky between my family. We actually had several deaths after my son was born. Again, on March 16, 2012, my 2 cousins was shot up in a trailer, which I'll get into at another video. And then 3 months later after that, my brother got shot by the police, and I got all the paperwork for that. But we'll get at that at another video as well. So we're at 2012 right now. Okay, so we ain't even talked about shit yet, y'all. I mean, we just getting started up in here. Anyway, so after my brother dies, I leave. I go to California. I meet a great guy for a chance. You know, a guy that was worried about me. You know, wanted to know what he could do for me and my children that I already had, and some fuckery went down with my first baby daddy again. I went out to California because he was already living there. So he told me and the kids that we could come there because he had missed them. And he was with another woman, which we grown. I ain't gonna hate you for it. My brother just passed away. Yeah, spend time with your kids, you know. But then this motherfucker did some shady shit, which I'll get at another video. And I'm sorry that I keep saying this, but, you know, we already fucking 11 minutes in, and I haven't even got to the point of me making these videos. And I am sorry, y'all, but my life has been a roller coaster. Straight up roller coaster. It is nuts. But don't get me wrong. With every dark day, there is a beautiful fucking rainbow. And I will fucking promise you that. I will promise you that. It cannot rain forever. All those little quotes gotta come from somewhere. And let me tell you, when you feel them with your heart, you got every right to fucking repeat them. So fuck what motherfuckers say about you. They talk about everybody and they mama too. So that's how I feel about people and they fucking views. Okay? Now, if you want to help me, if you want to, you know, take me to the next step or help me to get where I'm going, damn right. Tell me what I got to do. All right? Because I'm in there like swimwear. Well, anyways, whew. Said all that to say this. So it's about 2012, like I said, and I meet another guy. Damn it, and these fucking guys. Anyways, so I meet another guy, and he's really fucking awesome. You know, everybody got some flaws. Depends on what you want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs love. Let's start off with that. All right. Well, anyway. So, my first baby daddy of the 3 boys took his kids, ended up going to court for that, but I'll mention some more of that in another video. And, me and, my third baby daddy, we ended up getting a place together, having twins, yep, more boys, and, we ended up moving, and I'll talk about that in another video. Well, we moved to Virginia, okay, because I got tired of living in California. I thought nobody is there for me, but I was a big-ass dummy because I was already doing the damn thing and I should have stayed out there. One of my regrets is moving back to Hampton, moving back to Virginia, moving back to the social workers and the judges that I've already had former relationships with. I should have stayed my ass gone. Point blank, period. Okay, I wouldn't be in the situation that I am today if I would have been out in Cali. So I do regret that. I have many regrets in life, like many people do. If you say that you don't regret nothing in life, then you is a fool. I'm sorry. That's just me. All right. Well, anyways, I moved out to Newport News, Virginia, and some shit went down. I'll get into that in another video. While I ended up having to stay with my sister, I'll get into that at another video. Sorry, sis, if you watching this shit. But, you know, you said the world got to know what it is, and it is what it is. I mean, shit happened. Accidents were made. Mistakes were made. Shit happens. And, but shit shouldn't have happened like this. Shit shouldn't have happened like this. And that's what I'm getting at. So I ended up having to move from that house because of damages that was already there prior to me living there, which I'll get at another video. And so the landlord gave me some bullshit ass line that I could be gone for 3 months, which my sister said me and my 7 kids and my baby daddy could stay with her until the changes were made in the house. Well, 3 months became fucking year to never, okay? And within that time, I moved in with my sister and some shit happened, and then good old CPS came knocking on the door. This lady was okay. I will admit, it was Newport News, CPS, fucking dog bit 2 of my kids, which I'll get at in another video. I'll tell y'all the details of what happened, because I'm sure y'all are intrigued. Yes, dog bit 2 of my fucking kids. That's what started this shit. And from there, life has been a downward fucking spiral for me, as a mom. You know, on my toes the entire time, worried about everything, worried about life. I mean, which way is up in this situation? You know what I'm saying? Doing what I gotta do, but I'll get at that at another video. Well, anyways, I want to start talking about what's been going on now. So, CPS at the house, and like I said, I was staying with my sister because the dog had bit my kids, and 2 of my kids at that. Damn, ain't that your fucking luck? Anyway, so, which they're fine, guys. They are fine. My one son, he was bit pretty bad. I'll show y'all, I don't have videos of that, but I do have pictures, and I will make a video of that, and it is sad, but I did have to do what I had to do, you know, as far as legal matters. Like, the dog did get put down, and both my sons did win a settlement. So it was kind of crazy that I was charged with child neglect during that, because both of my sons did win settlements, and my one son said settlement was large, and he's going to be good when he gets older. Well, I will say that. Well, anyways, moving on from that, so after the kids got bit, first thing a mother's response is, how the fuck can I get up out of here? You know what I'm saying? We got to get my sons into a secure, safe home, you know, first of all. So I put a loan out on my truck, and I went to an old landlord that I had previous before I went to California, and I said, hey, you know, I desperately need a place. I need it like now. So they worked out a deal with me. They told me to go look at this house on Glenwood, which I did, and it was suitable. Had a big backyard, had 3 bedroom. It was good enough for me, my kids, and my baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, let's move in. Oh, can we get in today? Which I owed on the last rent, which I'll get on at another video, because when I left for California after my brother died, I left, y'all. I was devastated. I was 24 years old. It was real sad for me, which I'll get at another video, and I'm sorry that I keep saying that, but, you know, it's referring to, you know, other videos. You just gotta keep on and pay attention to what's going on in my life, and it's a fucking lot. And it's a mess. And I praise God, and I thank God for life. I want to say that. And I want to say that I thank God for my children. I thank God for the blessings and the miracles. And I hope that everything that's going on with my children, it is a learning experience for them as it is for me. And I do want to say that I keep them journals, which I will share some entries with y'all at a later video. But more on to the future. Okay. So at this time, I moved into Glenwood. All right. And I moved in November, and, everything's going good. Everything's going smooth. I'm tired of life. I'm tired of the way that things are going. I'm tired of being on welfare. So I signed up for Thomas Nelson. I had already had my GED. I had went to school in 2008 after I got my GED, and I had my 3rd baby, but things were a little rough. I was fighting with the baby daddy, which I'll get at in another video, but things didn't work out for me. And so I decided to go back to school in 2016 to better my life, to show my kids, hey, you can do it. You can make a difference in this world. You know, how can you preach to them if you're not doing? That's how I look at it. I was already working overnight at 7-Eleven. You know, mama gotta work. So that means I was taking care of kids. I was going to school. I was working overnights. And it was stressful, but it was rewarding. You know, those were my babies. I had those children. And they will always be my kids. When they turn 18, they will find me. But I'm just going to say this, that, yes, CPS came back in, took my kids. And this was why, because one night I was getting ready for work. going overnight at 7-Eleven. It was so crazy, y'all. It was nuts. It really was. Let me back it up a little bit. I don't want to start there. I want to start the night before, the night before. I had worked all night at 7-Eleven, and my children was having a school carnival, and my nights were kind of fucked up. My days and nights were still kind of fucked up, from me working and transitioning and doing with the kids and dealing with the kids, putting the kids on the bus and, watching the family. That's why I chose to work nights, so I could spend my days with my children, so I could see about what was going on in their lives and whatever they needed, because if they're sleeping, I'm not missing nothing, maybe, a wake up, but dad could handle that, anyways. So I get off of work, normal time. I remember I got 7 breakfast bites and a half gallon of milk, chocolate milk at that, to bring to the boys. And they were all happy in their underwears, to see me. And it was great, so excited. Everything was good at that morning. I still had energy because, I had stocked the cooler from the night before, and so I was still kind of up, and I remember laying in my bed, and the kids were coming in there, and, we had the cartoons on and shit, and I just couldn't sleep, so I was like, let's go, guys. And so we got up, and we went to the school fair, which was really fun for them, and actually really sad for me when you really think about it, because how everything was set up and how I got my pictures and everything, which I will share at another video, it's really fucking devastating. It's really fucked up if you think about it. So anyways, I'm sorry. Anything pertaining to my kids, I'm trying my hardest not to get emotional. Lord knows I'm not trying to get emotional because I'm trying to be most professional. But it's like, how can you be professional when your life is completely shattered and ruined, and all you were trying to do was better yourself and to be a better person, to be the best mom that you could be, to be the, Anyways, it's fucking horrible. I know I've said anyways like 150 times in this video. We should score. How many times has she said anyways in this video? Anyway, there I go again. So, after the carnival, we went home and we started cooking. We were making BLTs for dinner. I love BLTs. The kids did too. So I'm all like, okay, well, let me get in the shower. Let me get dressed for work. And let me go to bed for a couple hours. Because like I said, I've been up the night before. Took the kids to the fair, to the school little fair. And I haven't had no sleep. So, I'm sorry, y'all. Shit. So I tell my baby daddy I'm going to get in the shower. The kids had my phone. They were playing games on the phone. My 4 older boys, Mikel, Xavier, Cameron, and Sebastian, were playing, Subway Surfer, looking at YouTube on my phone. And Zion was asleep. And so that means Valentino and Zyler were up. And I was like, hey, I'm going to take a shower. You come in here with me. The boys, were in my truck, had the charger on the phone, and they were playing games. Who cared, So I went in the shower, and we did have a problem with our shower. It was backing up at the time, and we didn't know why. Like, it was not draining, so we physically had to take buckets and to drain it. Well, anyways, I go to take a shower. My baby daddy helps me with the two kids. We put the two kids in. My baby is 10 months, and the twins are 2 at that time. And he's helping me drain it. Well, I decide, hey, I showered the babies. It's time to get out. I am getting kind of tired now. The food is almost done. Let's start this show of preparing for bedtime. Preparing for when mom has to go to work. Well, anyways, that night didn't end like that. It never does. Your days start out normal, and then fucked up shit happens. Fucked up shit. Well, anyways, I go to get dressed, and my baby daddy's still in the bathroom assisting with the kids, and he comes out, and I'm like, hey, go get the baby, He can't even walk yet. Go fucking get the kid, And he leaves, and when he comes back, he brings the baby. And the baby is fucking blue, and the baby is dead. I mean, my son, my baby, is fucking dead. I'm pleading with God at this moment, y'all. At this moment, I'm like, please, God. And then it kicks. I take my fucking baby, y'all. I place him on the ground. I fucking propped up his head. I turn it to make sure there ain't no water in it. And then I started giving him CPR. I'm over 200 pounds, y'all. And I was pressing on my 10-month-old baby. I was pleading with God. I was pressing. I pressed. And then I took my whole mouth. Look at that. Whole mouth. And put it over my son's mouth and and his nose. And and then waiting, I'm listening, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and I'm naked. It happened that quick, y'all. So, my son runs in, tells me that he just called 911 off the neighbor's phone because, like I told you, the boys had the phone. My phone went dead. So, when you need the phone, you ain't got the phone. This fucking life or death situation. I mean, my son was blue. You know what I mean? So finally we get the neighbor's phone. Paramedics are 911 dispatch talking to me, telling me that paramedics are on their way. I'm frantic. I am fucking fucked up in this head at the moment. My son was just dead. He's spitting up water, okay? 911 dispatch told me to stop giving him CPR because, he's already coming to. His eyes were coming to, they were fluttering. They were coming. My baby was out, y'all. Was fucking blue. With the mercy of God, God brought that boy back to life. I will always preach that. God brought him back to life, and I thank him. And it took 2 seconds. Now, I mean, I don't know how long it was. I don't know. But it was within an instant. You know what I'm saying? And God brought him back. It's so fucked up. So social worker come to the hospital. At that time, I'm calling my foster sister. I'm calling, friends that can meet me up at the hospital because what just happened was fucking scary as shit. My fucking baby. You know what I mean? So we go up to the hospital. And CPS is already there. All right. My one friend meets me, Miss Susan. She meets me at the hospital, and she's a foster parent with Newport News. But anyways, I'll get into that at another video. Well, a lady came there, and she told me if I signed some papers and did what social services asked me to do, that I would be okay. And I was not okay with that. I won't. And she said, well, if you don't sign these papers, we're going to take your kids. And we're going to take them tonight. All 7 of them. And I was not okay with that. I mean, who the fuck would be? Especially since I grew up in foster care. I was not trying to have that at all. So, me and the foster worker came to the agreement that my fictive kin being my foster sister, would take the 7 children until the investigation is over. They lied. That is not what happened. What happened was far worse. They took all my 7 children and put them in foster care. And that's what these videos are about, is my children being in foster care. It's March 15th, 2019. This happened This happened May 1st, 2016. And I just got the devastating letter of the Court of Appeals that it's been denied. That my paperwork for my children that I busted my ass for, that I had, that I gave birth to, that I gave knowledge to, that I shared my belief, my morals with. They gonna come up in here and take my fucking kids when I did everything that a mother was supposed to do? I saved my son's life. He was dead. If I waited for the paramedics, he wouldn't have been living. We would have been burying a baby. And I think I would have lost my shit. God only gives you what you can handle. God gives you what you can handle. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep looking at the time. I only wanted to make a 20-minute video to say of who I am. But it got a little bit long. I hope y'all enjoy. And I did find the paperwork. This is the paperwork right here. You know, pretty much stating, Dear Ms. Wyford, I regret to inform you that the Court of Appeals of Virginia has denied your appeal. A copy of the Court Appeals decision is enclosed. We have exhausted our right of appeal. I am sorry I was unable to achieve a better result for you. I gave it my best shot, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. So that's why we're here. And I pray to God that somebody can help me through this time and let me know what I can do as a mom. I mean, I miss my kids. And thank you guys. I appreciate it. Nice meeting y'all. Bye.